Well, it got sunny for a little while today. Now it's cloudy again. It's cool January day, but it's not cold. The water's still clear. It's clear as water has been clear for a long time in the Sounds. Just nice. And it's peaceful. It's the middle of the day. And there's a lot going on in the world. You live in the generation that might be the generation of change. There's so much change, and it's been happening for the last couple of 100 years. There's been these series of events that we call the Industrial Revolution, but the Industrial Revolution has happened in segments. And the information technology revolution, which is kind of just an extension of the industrial revolutions. So technology became focused on computers and processing information rather than doing mechanical work, which was the inventions of the things like the train and the automobile and many other things. Steam power, internal combustion engine, all these sorts of things. But at the same time, with all of those inventions and then the computer and the information age, there was another underlying, a deeper level of science that's also been occurring that's kind of intermingling with all of these different things. And one of those was the discovery of nuclear power, and that's kind of off on its own path, except for it's coming back because it's starting to merge back in with the rest of all of these technological innovations. So we had used nuclear power for electrical production, but that's not really what I'm talking about. The science behind nuclear power gets back to the quantum mechanics and the discovery of quantum mechanics and quantum physics. Back at the same time, Albert Einstein was part of that, just like he was part of what he's really, most people will always think of him as the relativity and the theory of relativity, but he was also instrumental in the beginnings of quantum mechanics, and then that all merged back with the nuclear power, etc. But now we're getting back to where we're getting into an era where we're going to learn how to use quantum mechanics for computing in combination with this information technology that's called neural networks, and that relates to this idea of what they call artificial intelligence. And so you're living in an age where all of these things are coming together, and it's creating very rapid change, extremely rapid change. And so I think as that occurs, I can't predict the future, but this focus back on our individual wellness and health, I really think is the one area that humans are, it makes sense that we got to stay in touch with more than anything. We have to stay in touch with our health, our wellness, using these technologies to benefit our health and wellness, our societal health, but particularly our individual health and the health of the people that you're directly associated with. So, and all that relates to everything I've always talking about, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, all of those things. But I think in your age, you're going to have to kind of deal with so much change. It's going to be extremely important that you're able to come back and think about yourself and your own health and the health of the ones that are around you, and at a lot of different levels. So all those things about breathing and what you eat and the activities that you do and the discipline, you're going to have to have more and more discipline, and that's going to help with understanding the science of the brain and those kinds of things in a way that other generations didn't have to put as much emphasis on, or didn't even have quite the information and the knowledge that you have at your disposal about those things. So really understanding the body and the mind and how it works and all these things, because you got to be able to train yourself to pull yourself away from all these different things that are going to be distracting you, or you're going to be doing the jobs that humans used to do and this and that and the other. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of things that I don't know are coming, or I can't predict, but focusing on your own well-being is going to be extremely important. I love you.